Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hi everyone. Today we're gonna talk about math basics for 12th grade. First, we're gonna learn factoring algebraic expression. Let's start. In the first question, we have three terms: x squared plus 11x minus 12. As you see, the last term is a number by itself. We're gonna think, what times what is 12? 1 times 12. 2 times 6. 3 times 4. 12's sign is minus, so we're gonna subtract both numbers. 12 minus 1, 11. 6 minus 2, 4. 4 minus 3, 1. We're gonna open up two parentheses. We're gonna split x squared, 1x4 here and 1x4 here. The middle term's coefficient 11. We're gonna use these two numbers because the minus of them is 11. It is the middle coefficient. We're gonna use 12 and 1. 12 for the first parenthesis because it's the large number, and 1 for the second parenthesis because it's a small number. We know x squared is plus. Plus times plus, it's for the first parenthesis is plus. Plus times minus is minus. The second question, we're gonna look for the last number. It's a number by itself. We're gonna think, what times what is 12? 1 times 12. 2 times 6. 3 times 4. As you see, 12 is positive, so we're gonna add 12 plus 1, 13. 6 plus 2, 8. 4 plus 3, 7. The middle coefficient is 7, so we're gonna use these two numbers. We're gonna open up two parentheses. We're gonna split x here and here. The large number for the first and the small number for the second. The middle sign, plus times plus, plus times plus. In the third question, we have coefficient here. We're gonna multiply 2 by the last number. 2 by 3 is 6. We're gonna think about 6. What times what is 6? 1 times 6, 2 times 3. The last number is negative. We're gonna subtract 6 minus 1, 3 minus 2. We're gonna open up two parentheses, 1x here, 1x here. We're gonna use these two numbers because the middle coefficient is 1. The large number for here, the small number for here. Plus times minus, minus. Minus times minus, plus. Now the effect of coefficient will appear here and here. So the answer is x minus 3 over 2 times 2x plus 2. Let's talk about difference. If we have two square terms, the both terms are different in signs. One of them is positive and one of them is negative. We're gonna open up two different parentheses. The square root of x squared is x. The square root of 4 is 2. We have two square terms. The sign is different. One of them is positive and one of them is negative. So we're gonna open up two different parentheses. Square root of x squared is x. Square root of 9 is 3. We have two square terms. Both of them is positive. It will not be two different parentheses. So we have no answer, because they are not different in signs. Let's talk about common factor. The question 7, we have three terms. In each term we have x, so x is common. Let's write the common factor. X cubed, x squared, x to the power 1. The small power is 1, so x to the power 1 is common factor. We're gonna open up a parenthesis. 3 minus 1, 2, 2 minus 1, 1, 1 minus 1. There is no x4 here. In the question 8, we have two terms. X to the power 4, x squared. The small power is 2, so x squared is common. 4 minus 2, 2. 2 minus 2, there is no x, but there is a coefficient. What is coefficient of x squared? It's 1. 1 is left over. Question 9, we have 3x squared plus x to the power 1. X to the power 1 is small power, so it's common. We're gonna write 3, 2 minus 1, it's 1, plus 1 minus 1. There is no x, but there is a coefficient. It's 1. 1 it's left over here. Here we have two terms, but we don't have x in both terms. We just have number. Let's write, let's think what's time what is 8. 1 times 8, 2 times 4. What's common is 2. Let's write common factor and open parentheses. The leftover here is x squared minus the leftover here we remove 2. The leftover is 4. Question 11. As you see, we have this algebraic expression we notice this parenthesis is common. We're gonna write the common parenthesis and open up parenthesis. If we remove this parenthesis, 4x will be left over, and if we remove this parenthesis, minus 1 will be left over. In the question 12, we don't have x in each term. We have 4 terms. The last one is without x. So we're gonna use this technique. We're gonna look for the common between the first 2 terms and the common for the second 2 terms. Here x squared is common, x3 minus 2, x1, x2 minus x2, there is no x, but there is a coefficient. Here 3 is common, x is left over, minus, if we remove 3, there is a coefficient is 1. As you see, we have a parenthesis is common. Let's write that parenthesis and open up a parenthesis. If we remove this parenthesis, x squared will be left over. If we remove this parenthesis, 3 will be left over. If we have 2 cube terms, we're gonna use this formula. We're gonna open up 2 parentheses. One of them is small, one of them is big. Cube root for the both of them x minus y. Now x will be square here, y be square here. Now x times y for the middle. The first term always will be positive, the last term always will be positive. The middle term always will be opposite of this sign. The sign is negative, so this sign will be positive. Question 14, we have 2 cube terms. We're gonna use formula. We're gonna open up 2 parentheses, one small, one big. Cube root is x minus cube root for 8 is 2. X here will be square, 2 here will be square. X times 2, 2x. The first always will be positive, the last one always will be positive. The middle term always will be opposite of this sign, so it will be plus. We have 2 cube terms. We're gonna use formula. X here will be square, 3 here will be square. X times 3, 3x. The first term always positive, the last term always positive. The middle term always will be opposite